Hello, bonjour à tous. I hope you're well. So we are back on this new episode of Reborn Podcast. And today I'm very excited to receive Lara Tabet. So Lara, how are you?
I'm really well, Eva. Thank you so much for having me on the show today. It's such a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you so much for accepting to be here. It means a lot to me. And you look amazing, by the way.
Thank you. And so do you. Thank you, my love.
Thank you. So Lara is a brand ambassador, a TV presenter, and a fashion entrepreneur based in UAE, and also an amazing human being. So I'm really proud to have you here today. And to start this conversation, can you tell us more about yourself and what you're doing?
Absolutely. Once again, thank you so much for having me, Eva, on the show today. It's a pleasure to be with you. I will start off with a little bit about me, Lara, who's Lara Tabet. I'm originally Lebanese, born and brought up in Dubai. Been here all my life. Did live in the UK for a few years, in Switzerland for a few years, as well as the US. And Dubai is basically home. I've been here all my life.
Wow, amazing. So you were here since the beginning.
Since the beginning. I've seen all the beautiful changes and finally this gorgeous city that we're in today. Actually, in my opinion, it's the most beautiful city in the world.
Yeah, I agree, totally.
Yeah.
And how was your childhood, actually?
Wow. My childhood was an amazing one. It was a very happy childhood. Like I said, I was born and brought up in Dubai, so it was a great childhood. I'm the eldest of 5 children, so I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. My dad came to the UAE more than 55 years ago, so Dubai was the base. And then, like I said, later on, we went to the US, lived there for 2 years, where I learned everything that I know about the US during those 2 years. And of course, it was a very enjoyable time. And then we went to move on to live in the UK for a few years, which I enjoyed tremendously. Came back to Dubai, continued my schooling until I did my hotel management degree in hospitality management in Switzerland for 3 years, and then came back to Dubai to work in the family business. So I would definitely have to say that I had an amazing childhood.
Amazing. How was the name of the school where you did the hospitality training?
Institut Césaritz.
Oh, okay.
It's an area called Le Bouvray, which is just on the border of Montreux, which is in the French part of Switzerland.
Okay, I see where it is.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And how your passion for fashion started emerging?
Wow. I think my passion for fashion started at a very young age. I think it's in my DNA, to be honest. Born and brought up in Dubai, we didn't have Dubai Mall and Mall of the Emirates at that time, where you have over 1,200 brands under one roof. We had to actually travel to different parts of Europe, like Paris, London, Milan, to actually view the latest collections, whether it was the summer collection or the winter collection. So we would travel, my family and I, twice a year to those beautiful cities in Europe to be able to have access to the latest collections when it came to fashion, because I was obsessed with fashion since a very young age. And luckily today, we no longer need to do that. We have everything that we need when it comes to fashion brands, and even, I think, more exclusive and more unique collections in this part of the world, if you would compare it to to the same brands displaying their collections in the rest of the world. And then I became on board of the Arab Fashion Council. They requested me to be part of the Arab Fashion Council, which I did for quite a few years. I was the main face of Arab Fashion Week and basically the official spokesperson for the Arab Fashion Council. I did that for a few years and I enjoyed it tremendously. Got to meet some amazing designers from all around the world, interviewed them, got to spend time with them, got to have more of an insight and a view into their collections. And then I basically started organizing different fashion weeks here in the region, which I enjoyed tremendously. So if we get back to how my passion developed for fashion, it started at a very, very young age and then continued to evolve over the years.
Wow, amazing. So when you were young, you were looking at magazines or
always. Oh my God, Vogue, Elle, Cosmo, they were always there. And we didn't have them available here, to be honest. We had to travel to the UK, to Paris to actually pick up the latest Cosmopolitan,
wow,
Vogue, Elle, all the beautiful magazines that we have access to here today. So definitely. Always checking the latest collections. I fell in love. I remember. So I'll share a very funny story with you. Speaking of Elle, Vogue, and Cosmo. my passion for fashion was so intense that I fell in love with Nicole Farhi. I don't know if you're familiar with Nicole Farhi.
Yeah, I
He's
see. Yeah, who is she?
one of
Yeah.
the amazing designers. And he had a beautiful sheepskin jacket on the cover of Vogue. I think it was the launch of the winter collections many, many years ago. And I needed to have that jacket. So I told my dad that I wanted the jacket. We went down to the boutique in London and they didn't have the jacket in stock yet because it hadn't arrived yet to the boutique. It was on the cover of Vogue, but it wasn't in the store. And I could not rest until I had that jacket.
Really?
So this is just to give you a little bit of an explanation about my passion for fashion. Yes.
Yes, I was the same actually. I started my passion for fashion very young age. So
Really?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I 7 years old, something like this.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I was around the same age. Yeah.
That's
And
so
I had a
funny.
lot of people in my family from my mom's side and my dad's side that were really into fashion. So, you know, you're growing up and you're looking at these members of your family. They're your role models. And you see they're into Gianni Versace and Armani and Valentino and
Wow.
all these big, amazing brands. So I grew up being surrounded by that. And,
Wow.
and that's, I think, how it all happened.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you've started your career by working in your family's business.
That's
and
correct.
Was it challenging at the beginning?
It was challenging. I mean, I started school at a very young age. So I graduated from university at a very young age. I graduated at the age of 16 and a half.
Wow.
I got
Okay.
engaged at 17. I got married at 19. I did join the family business as soon as I graduated at the age of 19. So I was dealing with people that were 20, 30 years older than me. So that was definitely challenging. My father had a few hotels here in Dubai and I worked under him. And dealing with these people that were so many years older than me was definitely very challenging. But of course, I had my father's support and his guidance. And it was very, very easy to overcome those challenges. And I did enjoy it tremendously. And I learned so much during those years. I think it's what made me who I am today. Definitely. Yeah.
So I think you've learned a lot from these people, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, they had been in the industry for so many years. So coming in as a young graduate, fresh graduate, and being under the supervision of these people
Wow.
and learning from them was amazing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what was your role in this business exactly?
Well, I had to start from the bottom. So I don't know if you're familiar with the hotel industry, but the hotel industry is made up of many departments. So you've got housekeeping, you've got food and beverage, you've got maintenance, and then of course you climb up the ladder, you become a director of sales, and then you become a resident manager, which is basically running the day-to-day operations of the hotel. And then last but not least, but of course the most important position, the general manager of the hotel. So I had to start from the very, very bottom. I was a steward in the kitchen, working with the stewards.
Wow.
Cleaning the kitchen, cutlery, crockery, glassware, and we have a lot of those in hotels because we cater to large quantities of people. So I started in the kitchen and then, of course, moved on to the housekeeping department and then moved into food and beverage, into the restaurants, designing, creating menus, entertainment, et cetera, et cetera. It's a very, very interesting world. And I then moved on to being the resident manager of the hotels, where I was assisting my father with the day-to-day operations, running 3 properties here in Dubai, and he had a few others abroad at that time. So, like I said, I mean, no 2 days were the same. It was so interesting. You wake up in the morning and you look forward to going to work.
Yeah.
And it's a service industry, so you're dealing with people, and I love people. And meeting different people on a daily basis.
I know.
It was just it was a lot of fun, let's put it that way. A lot of fun and very educational at the same time. And of course, it made me the person I am today.
Yes. For which group was it?
It was the Al Khalij group of hotels.
Okay.
So, my father actually had opened, I think it was the 3rd or the 4th hotel in Dubai.
Wow.
And
that's
this
inspiring.
is more than, I would say, 48 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, a very, very long time ago.
That's really inspiring.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And after that, you've started developing a passion for television as well?
Absolutely. Well, actually, I didn't develop a passion for television.
Oh.
I'll tell you the story. It's a very interesting one. I got married young, like I said, 19. I have 2 boys, and they were quite young at that time. And I decided to take a break from the world of hospitality. I said to my dad, I want to take a 2-week break. While I was taking that break, I got a phone call to the house saying, we're looking for a TV presenter. And I said, I think you have the wrong number. And they said, no, are you Lara Tabet? And I said, yes, I am. And they said, we're asking everyone in Dubai for, to help us out by finding a TV presenter, and everybody's sharing your contact details and your name. And I said, okay. And they said, we're setting up the first English language TV station. We'd like you to come down for a casting. So I hung up the phone, called my husband, and he said, you know what? I think it's something that would definitely suit you. That is your personality. Let's go down for a casting, and then you can decide if you want to do it or not. Went down for a casting. A few years later, I had 9 shows of my own that I was producing and presenting.
Wow.
I've conducted over 7,000 interviews with celebrities from
That's
all
a
around the
lot.
world, including Donald Trump Jr., Morgan Freeman, Lawrence Fishburne, George Clooney, Sharon
Oh my
Stone,
God.
Jennifer Lopez, Enrique
Wow.
Iglesias, every football team that ever touched Dubai soil, rulers of state, kings, et cetera, et cetera. So basically, every time a celebrity would land in Dubai, I would get that phone call,
Wow.
Lara, you have to interview them. So I also enjoyed that tremendously, and no 2 days were the same. It was a lot of fun. It was lots of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
Wow. So it just started with a phone call, and then you became a recognized TV presenter.
Where I
That's-
had 9 shows of my own that I was producing and presenting. So 7 of my shows were myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only presenter on them. And the other 2 shows I was co-hosting with other females
Okay.
here in Dubai.
Which
Yeah.
shows was it? What's the name?
Society. As Society was my show. City Women was the show that I was co-hosting with the other 2 females.
Okay.
It was a morning show, and basically we would help all the expatriates that have just recently moved to Dubai help to fit into Dubai society. So we do
Yeah.
interviews with owners of hospitals, owners of schools, doctors, fashion designers, etc. Anything and everything a new expatriate moving and residing in Dubai would need to know about the city in order to live comfortably.
Wow.
Into Dubai, yes. So we did that. That was the show that I co-hosted with the other females. The other shows that I had was Society, which is basically the interviews with all the top celebrities that were coming to the region. I had another show called Through the Keyhole. I had another show called Articulture, which was basically interviews with owners of art galleries and artists here in the region. I had another show called The Hotel Show, which is basically dealing with all the hotel owners, as well as the hotel GMs. And that was so much fun because I could easily relate. I had another show called a Realty Show, which is basically all about properties and real estate
Nice.
developers. So we interviewed Mr. Mohammed Labar, the owner of Ahmad, Mr.
Wow.
Sultan bin Slayem, the owner of Nakhil, and all the other real estate developers in the region. And then I had another show that was called... cut. I've lost track now. Through the Keyhole, Articulture, In the Know, yes.
Okay.
And I had another show called In the Know, which is basically all the launches that would take place. So basically, let's say Damas was launching a new brand, or Chaumet or Chopard or Graf Diamonds was launching something, De Beers. We would be the first to cover it. And et cetera, et cetera. So
Wow.
yes, it was quite a handful. Until today, I don't know how I was able to manage to
That's
because
a lot.
I was producing and presenting my own shows. The only thing I didn't
Wow.
do was the editing. Exactly.
Okay.
So it was already a plate full, but I think I enjoyed it so much that it didn't feel like work because it was so easy to do. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a full calendar.
It is a full calendar, yeah, which I enjoyed tremendously.
Yeah. So you've been close from some celebrities. What did you learn from them, actually?
What did I learn from
Yes.
them? That we're all human beings at the end of the day. That I think we're all equal. There are celebrities, of course, because of their accomplishments and because of the roles that they've decided to take on in their path of life. But we are all the same at the end of the day. Yeah. They're very humble. I mean, they were amazing people. And it was just a joy to be with them and learn more about their journeys, their experiences. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And you always had this entrepreneurship mindset, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, very much so. I think it runs in the family. My father, my uncles, my brothers, my sisters, they're all entrepreneurs.
They're all entrepreneurs.
Yes,
Wow.
they all have their own businesses. And I think that's how Arab Fashion Preneur came about. So the launch of Arab Fashion Preneur took place only a few years ago. And what I basically do is help startups as well as established businesses achieve their targets and goals and take their businesses to the next level. So how we do that is through introducing them to partners, investors, and buyers here in the region. We also host local workshops as well as international workshops, conferences, and seminars to help them achieve that.
Okay, wow, wonderful.
Yeah,
and,
so this is how the launch of Arab Fashion Preneur came about.
Okay, so you help emerging fashion designers to establish themselves in Middle East, right?
Not only fashion designers,
okay.
Fashion designers, entrepreneurs, hotel owners.
Okay.
We even deal with people from the oil and gas sector. We even deal with people from the blockchain world, et cetera, et cetera. So it doesn't,
Okay.
It's not restricted to a particular segment of the market. It's basically any entrepreneur wanting to come to Dubai to set up and establish their business. That's where I come
Wow.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many people did you help?
Oh, quite a few. Quite a few. Quite a few. And that's actually what led me to launch Luxury with Lara, which is my brand, where I'm a brand ambassador for many different brands from different parts of Europe.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. And what kind of challenges did you face in that entrepreneurship journey?
To be honest, I don't want to say I didn't face any challenges because, of course, we all do face challenges, but it's nothing major that I can remember. So whatever obstacles or challenges I faced along the way were easy to overcome. And don't forget, I mean, we live in a beautiful city like Dubai where there's a lot of equality and rights given to women.
That's true.
Wanting to set up their own businesses. So I found a lot of support from every angle.
Okay, great. And now you're a famous brand ambassador here. So I know that you're going to the biggest events in Dubai. I see you literally everywhere and it's very inspiring. So how did you do to build that network?
Well, my network, I would say, started from a very young age because my father is a very well-known personality here in Dubai. So we already had a very large network of contacts and people that we came to know through the years of hospitality when my father was in the hotel business. So I would say definitely the network started many, many years ago. But I do believe your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
So it's very important to network, go out there, show up, make a presence, meet people, get to know about different people from different walks of life, establish a long-term relationship with them. And I think that's what creates your network at the end of the day. And network is very, very important, not only in this part of the world, but I would say globally. It's very important to have a strong network.
Yeah, I totally agree. And here in Dubai, it's the city of opportunities. So it's so easy to meet people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The land of opportunities. And you do end up meeting a lot of the people through the events that are being hosted here in Dubai. And as you know, we are not short of events here in Dubai. We have an average, I would say, between 5 to 10 events on a daily basis here in Dubai. So
that's
you
quite
have
a lot.
the opportunity. There's no excuse not to have a network.
Definitely.
Because there's so many people that are coming to Dubai on a daily basis that you have a chance to meet in these beautiful events that are being hosted on a regular basis. So, yeah.
And so for you, the key to develop a network is to go to events.
Not only to go to events, even through your travels, attend events wherever they may be. Make an effort to network because you're not going to make a network sitting at home and being in your comfort zone. You have to make that effort. You have to go out there, like I said, make an appearance, show your face, show your presence. And not only that, make an effort to network, to communicate with people, to find out more about their businesses that they're representing, see the synergies that lie between you and them, the opportunities that can be created to work together. And it's all about long-term relationships. I don't believe in short-term relationships. I believe in building long-term relationships, especially here in Dubai.
Yeah. Okay, great. And I wanted to ask you a question.
Please feel free, take your time.
How do you manage that schedule every day? Because I know that it's a crazy schedule. So how do you do?
Well, I'm lucky because I I'm lucky because I wake up the early hours of the morning. So I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I do my rituals, my prayers, my meditations, and that's when I start my day. And I think it's all about time management. If you're able to manage and plan your time wisely and well in advance, I think you're capable of achieving anything and everything you put your mind to. So I wake up early, I start my days early, I plan my meetings weeks in advance. I don't leave anything last minute. So let's say for the next week, I already know the meetings I have for the next 7 days. Everything is already planned, it's in the calendar, and that's how I go, according to the schedules that I have. Of course, if anything pops up last minute, we always add it on, but at least I know and I can anticipate what my week is going to be like. So that helps tremendously. Time management at the end of the day. That's the key, definitely, for sure.
So yes, you have a great routine that you follow every day. So you do prayers, meditation as well?
Yes, every morning. And then I have my meetings back to back. I don't waste any time. I'm lucky because I don't have breakfast or lunch. I only have dinner. So I don't have to waste any time eating or digesting. It's coffee. Black coffee does the magic. And my black coffee does it for me. And like I said, my meetings back to back. If we have to attend the events, of course, we'll be there to be part of the events. And then, of course, I get an early night. I don't stay up very late. I think I would normally go to sleep on an average of 10 p.m. every evening. Yeah. And that's the reason that I'm able to wake up early the next day and start again and again.
Amazing.
Yeah, and just staying focused, I think. Staying focused is very important.
You have goals and you just do everything to achieve them.
Of course. And just staying focused, no distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that. I love that mindset.
Yeah, we have to.
Yes. And do you have a good balance between your professional life and your private life?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I make sure to give enough time to the family, to my kids, my husband, my parents, my brothers, and my sisters. And of course, I give the time that is needed to the business activities that I'm involved in order to be able to achieve everything that I set for myself. Yeah. No, you have to get that balance.
Yeah.
The balance is the key.
And what's your definition of success for you?
My definition of success. That's a good one. Well, what success would be to me might be different for everyone. I mean, of course, it's relative at the end of the day. So success to me is basically having the financial freedom to be able to do the business activities that I would be interested in doing, not to be restricted, to have to do certain business activities because I have no other choice. So having that freedom and independence to be able to choose and select the work that I want to be involved in, I think for me that is success. And of course the luxury of time.
Yeah.
Time for me is definitely, to have the luxury of time is success.
Yeah.
And to be able as well to have a positive impact on the people around me. To be able to do whatever charity work that I can be involved in, and whatever I can do to have a positive impact on anyone that I can have a positive impact on is success to me.
Yes,
yeah.
I totally agree. You need to have an impact on people's life, not only thinking about money, but as well on the impact that you can make on the world.
Absolutely.
Yes,
a positive one that will hopefully have a multiplied positive effect on their families and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
yeah,
I totally agree. And do you have any advice for people who want to build their own business in Dubai?
Absolutely. So study the market, see where there's a gap in the market, try to fulfill the gap with whatever product, business, service that you want to launch. So basically, be passionate about whatever it is that you want to be involved in, because without passion, it doesn't really work long term.
Yeah.
I know that from experience. So you definitely have to have passion about what you do. Love what you do, have a dream, set your targets, set your goals, work hard, because without hard work, I don't think we can achieve anything. Work hard, but work smart as well. Mm-hmm. So it's a combination of both, working hard and working smart. And do whatever it takes to achieve your goals, and never give up, never surrender. That would definitely be my advice to anybody out there who would want to look at setting up a business in this beautiful city that we're in, Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And are you happy now? That's
I am happy. I'm lucky enough to have been able to fulfill a lot of the things that I've wanted to achieve in my lifetime. So I would definitely have to say I'm very grateful, and I feel very blessed. Very blessed.
That's important.
Yes, extremely important. Yeah.
Great. And do you have any mantra or a quote that helps you to move forward every day when you have difficult moments?
When I have difficult moments, no, but I mean, yes and no. So quotes that I truly believe in are never judge anyone before walking a mile in their shoes, because we are no one to judge. You know, you don't know what someone else is going through. You don't know the battles that people are fighting. So I don't think anybody has a right to judge anyone in this world before understanding the situation on the other side. I would definitely have to say spread love and kindness wherever you go, to make sure that everybody around you, whenever you leave that room, everyone's feeling happy. And you've left that beautiful, positive trace behind, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I definitely believe behind every successful woman is a tribe of other women. I definitely believe in women empowerment and being supported by other women in the community to be able to achieve our targets and goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is an amazing community of women here in Dubai.
Absolutely. We have a beautiful community of women, and they all want to see each other successful. They all want to support each other at the end of the day. So I think that's really important.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
And what are your goals for the next years?
Oh, gosh. My goals for the next year is to definitely bring more luxury brands into Dubai, see them thrive and successful in different locations here in the city. That's a good one. Yeah. I think that's it. Yes. There are quite a few projects in the pipeline. So basically just having those projects materialize are basically my targets and goals for the coming year. And of course, seeing more luxury brands come into the Dubai market and seeing them thrive and achieve their targets and goals in different locations here in Dubai. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a good vision. I'm actually myself creating my own clothing brand. I think you know it, but yeah, so.
Congratulations on that. Yes. And I wish you continued growth and success on that.
Yes. I can't wait to see that. So.
Yeah. Me too. I want to be the first one there.
Pleasure.
For sure.
Definitely. You will be there. So thank you so much, Lara, for sharing that with us today. It was a pleasure to have you here. And I think it will inspire a lot of people, and women especially. So thank you so much for being here.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you very much, Eva. And I'd like to take the opportunity to wish you continued growth and success in all your future ventures.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I see you very soon for the next episode. And I look forward to see you soon. Bye.